Today, we're going to be talking about Facebook metrics and what they mean for your business. My name is Julie Pierson-Fields, and I am the president and founder of Absolute Holdings Group. We are a full-service marketing and advertising agency. If you are like a lot of my customers, you're on social media, wonderful, but you're not really sure what all of the metrics mean. Well, today we're going to go over just a few of those metrics and how you can look at them and know what matters to your business. So some metrics are what are considered vanity metrics. Those are metrics that, yes, they matter, and I'm not telling you to disregard them, but I am telling you to take them with a grain of salt. Some of those metrics are specifically, the main one is your page likes and your page follows. This is important to monitor because you definitely want to make sure that your churn rate is not trending negatively. There's always going to be churn. You're always going to be losing followers. You're going to be gaining followers. You want to make sure that you are always gaining more followers than you're losing. However, there's going to be weeks and there's going to be months that it's not as good of a month, and I would not get too tied up in that. There are far more important metrics that help drive your business. One of those metrics is engagement. Now, this is the one that we preach to our customers. You would rather have a small, highly engaged page or group than a huge page, a huge group that is not engaged. Because an engaged group is going to comment, they're going to like, they're going to share. You're not going to get the crickets. We don't want crickets. And that is what good organic social media will help get you, is not the crickets. But so engagement is the number of times that somebody took an action on your post. That can be clicking a link, that can be sharing that post, that could be making a reaction. That is your engagement. Reach. Now the next ones we're going to cover, reach and impressions. People sometimes get confused, and sometimes even Facebook gets these a little confused. Reach is the number of people that your content was seen by. And this can be paid or organic. So impressions is the number of times your post was seen. Case in point, you might have one person seeing your post 5 times. You would get 1 as far as a reach, 5 as far as the impressions. Sometimes Facebook, the numbers are a little wonky on that, and I think that's just the nature of the beast. But impressions are really good to help you see the virality of your posts. Because if the reach is, say, 100, I'm just throwing numbers out there, but your impressions are 2,000, that means people are continuing to come back to it. And that's good. You want your post to be viral. So that's the difference between reach and impressions. So those are your basic ones for your page. There are tons of metrics out there. We're just going to go over kind of the high nails. Next, if you are running video, and that could be doing Facebook Lives such as this, or putting any video content out there, you need to check your engagement. This is super important. You want people to be engaged with your videos, because if you're putting stuff out there and you're getting crickets, you need to rethink what you're doing. You need to rethink your strategy. Along that vein, you also need to look at your video retention. This is very, very important. Video retention is how long people are watching your video. If you're putting 20-minute videos out there and people are tuning out after a minute, you might want to shorten your videos. People have a short attention span. You want to just get to the point. So those are the 2 main metrics as far as video. And again, those are going to help you drive your content and drive what you're putting out, like when you're putting out there, how much you're putting out there, and the times. So now we're going to cover some basic ads metrics. Now, if you're not running ads, this obviously is not going to pertain to you at this moment. However, these are good metrics to know, so when you do start running ads, you are tracking what's working, what's not working, and what they mean. Case in point, so one of the words you're going to hear a lot is CTR, click-through rate. That is the percentage of people who saw your ad and clicked through. This is a very important metric, and it's important to watch. It's not as important as some of the other metrics depending on how your ads are structured and the purpose of your ads. If you're just doing a brand awareness, CTR is not as important. So then you have how you pay for your ads. This can be CPC, CPM, or CPA. I know, I feel like when I say CPA, I feel like I should be like calling my accountant. CPC, cost per click. CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions. And CPA, cost per action. So CPC is your cost per click. This is how much it's costing you to have somebody take that click through. CPM is cost per 1,000 impressions. Kind of self-explanatory. And as a note, CPM is fantastic if you are doing like a really quick testing of your ads and you just need to see what people are responding to better. However, CPMs are really preferable if you're doing a brand awareness campaign and not trying to drive specific actions. CPA, your cost per action. This is going to tell you how effective your return, what your return on your ad spend is. How effective are your ads? And this is a specific action that you have set up, not just a random one. It can be an app install. It can be a series of actions upon your website. So CPAs are super important. Now, as a note, CPA is usually going to look higher than a CPC or CPM because you are driving a specific action. We always try to encourage our clients as much as possible that we do CPA. You can see I spent X number of dollars and I got Y back, and you can see where you are. Another one that's very important, and people don't want to hear this, is ad frequency. Ad frequency is how often people are seeing the same ad. Now, we all know that people really need to see, before they take action, it's 6 to 7 times that they need to see your ad or your content. Well, if they see the same thing 6 or 7 times, it's just going to make them upset. They don't want that. Nobody wants that. So you really want to make sure that people are not really seeing the same ad more than twice in 1 week. And this is just, again, your ad frequency. So you can put several different types of creative up, several different types of copy, and just really make sure that you're cycling through so people are not seeing the same message. Now, if you are not using Google Analytics, stop right now. Go get Google Analytics installed on your website. This is critical. You need to know where your website traffic is coming from. Now, as far as Google Analytics, you want to know your Facebook referral traffic. This is from anything that Facebook has been putting to you, whether it's a link click, somebody has shared and then somebody else clicked on that link. You need to be able to know how much of your traffic has been driven from Facebook to your website. This matters because while we love Facebook, at the end of the day, you want to drive people from Facebook to your website. You want them to take that action. You want them to purchase your product, your course, to sign up for whatever it is that you are offering, to get on your email list, whatever action that you're wanting them to take. You want to be able to drive and track how they're getting there and how effective it is. Now, I know we've gone over several definitions in a hurry. I've got a handy dandy definition guide. If you want to hop over to ahg.tips/FB5. Again, that's ahg.tips/FB5 to get your free definition guide of basic Facebook metrics to drive your business. Thanks for joining me today.